Hello, welcome to another episode of the Mindful Introvert podcast. I'm Joe, and I help busy go getters avoid burnout by creating a more peaceful life through meditation and unconscious reprogramming. And so today's topic is going to be about um, what it takes to fail, and if you have the courage to fail. So if you want to know more, stick around. A lot of us fear failure, and we are constantly avoiding failure. And so, by avoiding failure, we tend to procrastinate a lot because we want everything to go perfectly. We want to be super prepared before we even try and put out anything in the world, and we want to be super sure of ourselves, super happy with everything, and just have be in this field of flowers, just hopping around and have this life to be absolutely perfect before we do anything. And the reality is that this is just happens in films. This doesn't happen in real life. And so the moment to do something is now. And if you fail, I don't necessarily believe in failure because I believe that everything is an opportunity for us to grow, and it is an opportunity for us to learn something. So it's only a failure if you stop completely, you do it once and you fail and you never do it again, or you don't try to improve or learn or take anything out of that situation. So that is a failure to me, in my eyes. What it is not a failure is when you do take action and you go and it doesn't go as you wanted it to go. It doesn't go quite as perfectly as you wanted it to go. And but you at least had the courage to do it, even if it wasn't perfect, even if you weren't completely ready, even if you didn't have all of the knowledge surrounding that topic or whatever it might be. Even if you weren't absolutely sure that it was going to work out, you still did it. You still had the courage and you still faced the fear of doing something that is unknown, that is something that you've never done. And so you face the fear, and that is the courage, isn't it? Facing the fear. The courage is not the absence of fear, is really you facing the fear. And I had a podcast episode, Lumi. She's wonderful. And she said, we were talking about this, about having the courage and going with the fear, flowing with the fear. And she said, yes, you just carry the fear in your little bag and you carry it with you. And it is absolutely true, carrying the fear in the little bag and creating a little bit of distance between you. So it's in the little bag, but it's still with you. And you say, okay, now I feel the fear, but I do it anyway. And there are two moments in our life that are very important in having this courage to fail or not. And I would say that we live in two moments, right? We live in a moment where we are in action. No, sorry. I already said the last one that I wanted. We are in preparation mode, so we are planning in planning mode, and I will do this and I will do that. And sometimes we even use affirmations saying that, oh, I will do this, I will be this way, I will start exercising, or I will start eating healthy, I will start behaving differently. I will start having boundaries in my life. I will start a business. I will change careers. I will start studying this. And it's all I will, I will, I will. And the message that it sends to the universe is that it is so much in the future that it's never in your present moment. And so it's never happening. And you come up with ideas and just other ideas, and you come up with other opportunities for you to learn even more so that you can prepare more, and you start to do courses and you start to read a lot, and you just become overwhelmed with all of the things that you don't know yet. And so you start to think that there's no time, and then you take extra long time to learn even more and to just prepare even more. And I don't know about you, but before I used to feel very almost like when I was going on holiday, I would feel even almost better before in the planning mode than when I was actually there. And I understand why a lot of people feel this way as well, because there is or hormone release when we are in planning mode. And sometimes that happy hormone is not being released when it is in the present, happening in the present moment, because that expectation, we start to put a lot of expectation and we'll build on it, and we do a lot of visualization, and we just, when it happens, it's just like, oh, is this it? Because we are always thinking that life can get better and life can be, we can be happier if only we have this, if only we are doing this. And in the future we will be happy when we create this set of criteria that we want for ourselves with with our expectations. And we procrastinate a lot, and we go into this perfectionist mode where we spend so long that we even kid ourselves. We even confuse ourselves and say, oh no, I'm actually taking action. I'm learning, and I am building this idea. Sometimes we are writing a book and it takes forever, so we're never publishing. But the fact that you are writing a book, you feel like you are taking action. But in fact, you're not. You're in the planning stage. It only is action when you go and you click publish and it is there for people to buy. And so, if you write a book forever, it is always going to be in planning mode, and you didn't have the courage to fail. Maybe because you were afraid that it wouldn't sell as good as you would hope, or if you have your own business, or if you never started, you always wanted to start your business but never did because you thought, oh, I won't have clients, I won't be able to make a living. And this is all the ego coming. And I recommend that you listen to, I think, last episode all about the ego. And so the ego comes in and makes us stay in planning mode. I wouldn't say makes us stay. We make ourselves stay in planning mode, and we just stay in this position because it's comfortable, and it's something that is known. We feel safe. We feel secure. But sometimes we are bored. If we this just planning, life gets so comfortable that it gets boring. We get bored. And so taking action is actually taking it one step further, stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that you've never done before, trying it out. Because if you're going um, to something and you have it figured out, it's no fun, is it? Because you're not going to learn anything. And so when we take this action and we take inspired action, it is important to embrace the fear and say, you know what, yes, I feel this way. But it doesn't mean that all my biggest fears are going to come true. And even if they did, even if they do come true, I can learn something from that experience, and it's serving a purpose. And so it's always staying in the what if, but if you never actually do, you will never learn. You'll never find the answer to the what if question. So, yes, it is that idea of having the courage to fail. And my question is, do you have the courage to fail? Do you have what it takes to put your fear in your little bag and carrying it on with you and going on about your life, starting taking action and going from this planning mode that you feel so comfortable with? And maybe you think, oh, but my life will change. Yes, it will change. But isn't that good? It's going to change. If you, oh, but what if it changed for the bad? And what if it changed for the good? What if it changed for better situations than the ones that you have now? You'll never know unless you try. And so, and the idea of creating plan Bs, it's already sending that idea to the universe that you are going to just fail miserably, so you have to have a plan B. It's not, I don't think so much of that. It's just that, yes, it is okay to have plan B, but go full on with your plan A. Give it your all. Absolutely believe it is possible to go with your plan A, and absolutely believe that you can learn from something, whatever happens. If it's something that you consider positive or negative. And remember, judgment is something that you've decided for yourself. What I think can be completely different than what you think. So you decide if it's something good or if it's something bad, if it's a failure or if it's an opportunity to grow. And so it's all a matter of our mindset and how we interpret situations. And this releases a little bit of the pressure because I know that I lived a lot on this black and white situation. If I decide to do something, it has to be perfect the first time. But if I didn't do it, because if you do it once and it's not absolutely perfect, it doesn't mean that you don't have opportunity to try again, and you will learn so much more that the second time you will know what not to do. So the universe sends these moments to our life that makes us know what we don't want, what we don't like. So sometimes you have a lot of situations in your life and you're like, oh my God, what was this happening to me? What is the meaning of this? I don't deserve this. Well, first of all, that comes already from a mindset of a victim, right? And second is just that idea of what can this teach me? And I'm sure that if it you interpret it as a negative situation, I'm sure that you can take some form of learning of idea insight from that. If not, you learn what you don't want, what you don't like, what you know it's not working. So if you don't know what works perfectly, at least you know the opposite. And that is a lesson for itself. And we tend to always pay attention to the good stuff and the things that are successes, and we just hide our failures. But our failures, if you shed some light on those, and if you become curious of what it is that you could learn from that, it shares the same insight as a success would. Sometimes even more. Sometimes failures have even more insights from successes. And so I wanted to live with this idea. Do you have the courage to fail? Do you have what it takes to go from this planning mode to the action mode? Are you ready to make a transformation in your life? Are you ready to become uncomfortable, to expand your comfort zone and improve your life in your mindset? And it will create momentum for you to life to change everything in your life, because when you change the way you think, every single area of your life creates an impact, and you'll have more opportunities to grow even more moments for you to be grateful, for you to feel joy. And remember that happiness is right now, is with you. The same way that you can carry the fear in your little bag, you can have another bag bigger with happiness. So it is within your power. And if you're ready to have this transformation, contact me. I offer you a 30-minute call. It's an inner peace assessment where we go over some of the things that you are ready to change, and we go and we create an action plan to start changing those. And so visit my website, www.mindfulintrovert.com, or connect with me on my Instagram at Coach Joanna Calado. And I will leave everything in the show notes. So if you are ready to take this leap of faith and have the courage and take your fear with you, stop fighting against your ego, stop fighting in life in general, and make your life a little bit more enjoyable and easier, effortless for you, definitely connect with me. I have so much insight to share with you, and I would love to work with you. So until the next episode, I will see you then. Bye.